All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had a wonderful chapter of One Piece today. Now it's time to move on to Sakamoto Days. Let's go ahead and get started with today's chapter, shall we? Yo, peoples! Qushu 92 here. Welcome back to more Sakamoto Days. In the last chapter, we had Kamihate going up against Kumanomi. And we also got to see that Kami is not just a sniper. This dude is a very capable close-range fighter as well, being able to not only keep Heisuke safe, but also contending with Kumanomi like she's basically nothing at all. So in the process of that, while Kamihate is protecting Heisuke and using his overall skills to contend with Kumanomi, and also defending the Heisuke away from like the wrestler dude as well, what we have here is an opportunity where Kumanomi basically aims to kill Heisuke while she's been floored by Kami, and in the process, Kamihate's barrel, his muzzle brake, gets destroyed. But it's not the end because he instantly becomes Heisuke's sniper spotter and thus uses Heisuke's incredible sniping capabilities to pull off a trick shot that creates a air cannon inside of a inside of a tunnel that hits Kumanomi so hard she goes straight through several things, including a giant telephone pole as well. With her thoughts being, wait, they created a wind cannon? So hopefully we get to see what happens to Kumanomi in this chapter today. Whether we cut away from them, or we go to someone else, or we see what finally happens to Kumanomi. Is Kumanomi down for the count? Is the wrestler dude someone we still need to contend with? Find out now and more as we move on to Days 231, Expedition. And the cop guy who had his hand blown off is face first on the ground, blood pooling from his face, and he's been tied up by Granny Mia and Lou.
Ugh. You okay, Lou?
Yeah. Where did that shot come from? Could it be Heisuke? Heisuke, Boss, Shin, Aoi, and Hana, please be okay.
And it cuts to Kumanomi. Oh, snap, they're down. They're down. Kumanomi and the wrestler guy, they're down. The entire tunnel that they used, because it was a helicopter that that Heisuke shot and dropped into it. The entire tunnel that was used for the air cannon is completely destroyed, but Kumanomi and the masked wrestler dude are both out. Mind you, the wrestler dude is still bleeding because he got shot through the body by Heisuke earlier. But Kumanomi is just laying there, just completely and utterly unconscious. Eyes completely open, but they're whited over. And then Heisuke. We did it. We did it, Taro. Hio. And then Kami is just looking at Heisuke, still standing there. This kid isn't just a long-distance shooter. He's got the sharpshooter chops to use the environment on the same level as me. Heisuke, you should consider joining the... And before Kami can say that, he's saying you should consider joining the order. Before he says anything, Heisuke immediately falls face first into the ground. Remember, this dude got impaled in his stomach. Heisuke? Look at all this blood. We gotta get you to a hospital. Out of my way! He's wounded! Move it! Huh? And it shows Kamihate and Heisuke running into a crowd of people, and they're all carrying flags and signs with X on it. Is that X's mark? Hey, who are these people? What, you don't know? Japan's gone crazy. Weird piece of thread. I gotta clean my pop filter. I gotta clean my filter as a whole. What? You don't know? Japan's gone crazy. These people are all supporters of the new JAA. What? What the? I killed my scumbag boss at work. I'm done being kicked around. Long live Master X!
Guns are for justice. Guns protect the powerless. I support the new JAA.
The new JAA gives hope to marginalized people. We as citizens have the right to bear arms.
Okay, so what these idiots are not realizing is that what you're trying to say is the right to bear arms is to protect oneself, not exact revenge just because you feel like it. I killed my scumbag boss at work. I killed my boss at work. I'm done being kicked around. Long live Master X. What? What? How is that fine?
The new JAA gives hope to marginalized people. We as citizens have the right to bear arms. Master X is the best.
And then citizens are just other citizens who aren't joined going, yikes.
Freaky.
They are all people who found salvation in their 3 bullets. But what's wrong with all of you? This is insane! The new JAA is a group of killers! Speaking of which, I happen to be an X supporter too. And he opens up his shirt to show an X over his clothes underneath. And this dude gets immediately slapped in the face unconscious by Kami's gun. Mind you, Kami's gun is still broken as he goes, "Ugh. That shirt's in bad taste. Heisuke, forget these losers. You need treatment fast or you're gonna die." And he picks up Heisuke. Mind you, Kamihate's still covered in that big old tarp he's got on. But he just picks up Heisuke by the scruff of his shirt, still using his barrel. And Heisuke can only think, "Yeah, just when we finally took down one of X's lackeys. The way this is going, Japan's done for." And then we get on to the news.
In the wake of the sudden disabling of the guns distributed through Japan's new system that allowed citizens the right to bear arms, riots have broken out all over Japan. Safety is at an all-time low.
And then it cuts to other people watching the news, including Natsuo and Mafuyu and the other girls. No, Tora something. And Tora. But we're back at the JCC now.
Oh no, so much for disabling the guns.
And then Natsuo is going, "This must have been X's true intention.
Huh?
Even without guns, there's plenty of ways to be violent. The guns were just a catalyst to incite violence within people." And then, of course, your boy's listening. Amane is listening to all of this. And then we get Keiji, who goes, "What's up on Monday?" "It's just that I was thinking about how Japan currently reminds me of how I was. Everyone's under X's spell. They've lost sight of themselves. But when that happened to me, Sakamoto and his friends stopped me. So, this time, it's up to us to stop them." And while Amane is speaking, we get the twins. The two Sheena and her brother. They're at the JCC.
The bathroom is super nice.
Right? The JCC spares no expense. And Amane is just across from them.
Did you see the cafeteria? The food looks so good.
Sweet. Let's check it out after work. Oh, and also, they have a poison department. Unusual, right? The Kansei Academy didn't have one. Want to take a peek later?
I don't know. You think it's cool that we're poking around?
And mind you, everyone is looking at them because they don't recognize them. And then Tora speaks up.
Who are they? What's with the Kansei dialect? They don't go to the JCC, right? Also, get a load of this. They sell Gatling ammo at the school shop. Pretty sick selection, no?
What do you need that for?
Wow, I can't wait to use these! Do you mind?
Sheena, no! And then her brother screams out as Sheena just goes, "Yay!" And then just sprays her gun across the school grounds. And everyone is tense now. Amane, Keiji, Tora, Mafuyu, and Natsuo. What's with that girl? She's insane!
Dang, that smells good. Even the gun smoke smells fancier in the city.
Sorry about that. My sister's gun accidentally went off. I remember those two now. And that's when Natsuo realizes they were featured in a JCC newsletter. They're a pair of twins who graduated from the assassin school at the Kansai Killing Academy. Kansai Killing Academy. Not Kansai, but Kansai. They're a pair of twins who graduated from the assassin school at the Kansai Killing Academy. They got the highest scores ever on their graduation exams. The Saionji twins. The Saionji twins. Saionji twins. Well, at least we got their family name, but still not the name of the bro, though. Why are they at the JCC now? Don't tell me.
We're famous! This is fun! I just got even more followers.
Since when do assassins use social media?
So what? So, wait, who are we supposed to kill again?
Hang on a sec. The people with deep ties to Sakamoto's store are...
Who cares? The more bodies, the better, right?
Always so hasty. The Saionji twins, the same ones that I was wondering where they were at, they went to the JCC. And they intend to kill anyone that's affiliated with Sakamoto's. But Sheena is a loose cannon. And mind you, this is the end of the chapter. Sheena is a loose cannon. And she's all like, the more bodies, the better? Good to see you, Halster. Sorry about that. Not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. Wish we could have saw Lou fight a little bit more and tie him up. Yeah, I would have liked that too. But let's go, they're down with Oki in charge. Probably not one of Kamihate's best suggestions. Yeah. With Oki in charge, especially with Heisuke's ties to Sakamoto, they'll probably try and kill him on the spot. So, probably not a great plan. So we get Toramaru. Is that her name? Toramaru. Toramaru. I'm trying to make sure I say it right. Toramaru. Yep, Toramaru. Okay, so I knew her name was Tora something, but it was the last part that I was drawing a blank on. So we cut from Heisuke, apparently, officially bringing down Kumanomi. So Kumanomi's down for the count right now. It's not a matter of, oh, we gotta wait for her to wait back up. But no, she's down along with the masked wrestler dude whose name we still didn't get. So they're out of commission. We still have the lady with the child. Since the cop has been taken care of, the only new prospects that we've seen is essentially the Saionji twins, who we just got the names of today, their family name today, and that weird lady with the butcher knife and her baby in the stroller. Those are the only two parts of the new prospects of the Order left. But now we're focusing on the JCC as they worry about taking care of Sheena and her brother, because they were sent there to kill anyone who has any ties to the Sakamoto store or to Sakamoto. And since every single person that has been speaking at the JCC is someone who is close to Sakamoto or has worked with Sakamoto or was saved by Sakamoto, every single one of them are in the crossfire. And Sheena's all like, well, who cares which ones they are? The more bodies, the better, which means that she's just gonna go off and just kill random people. First of all, Oki? I don't know what Oki is thinking, hiring a loose cannon like this, because a loose cannon like Sheena doesn't necessarily strike me as someone who can be controlled or told what to do. I don't know if Sheena was a good idea, because she seems to be like a complete psychopath. Mind you, they come from an academy of killing. So, but it just strikes me as insane in a world such as Sakamoto that the first thing that pops into her head is like, who are we supposed to kill? It's literally that one Deadpool line when he's on a team in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Who was I supposed to kill again? Doesn't matter. And that's literally one of his intro lines for Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That is literally the mentality of Sheena. Who are we supposed to kill again? Nah, it doesn't matter. The more bodies, the better. Huh? Also, another thing about Kamihate in this particular chapter, he acknowledges that Heisuke has the capabilities to be just as skilled as himself. That's high praise from the world's greatest sniper. So Heisuke has, and even so much that he was saying, like, I think you should try and join the Order, not knowing that the Order is what it is right now. But it just speaks to a lot of Heisuke's skills that even the world's greatest sniper acknowledges him and says, like, your skills are comparable to my own. Nice. That's the reason why he and Heisuke were able to take down Kumanomi and the masked wrestler guy. Another thing is the fact that there are people out in the streets protesting and saying how much they support X after X has made it perfectly fine to kill other people, regardless of the infraction, regardless of the reason. Just like, and one person is proud that he's like, I killed my boss at work. You shouldn't be saying that. He's just saying, I killed my boss at work. I'm tired of being pushed around. Simply because X says, like, whatever you do, it will not be held against you, and you won't go to jail for it. So people just straight up said, I don't like this citizen who's talking down to me because he wants to mooch more money from the public services. Kill him. Oh, my fellow employee is telling me that it's wrong for me to kill another person. He's annoying, so I'm gonna kill him. Just the want to, and mind you, when the guns went offline, riots erupted all over Japan, and safety in Japan is now at an all-time low. All because X wanted to create a society filled with all this chaos. Not create an ideal world that Rion could be proud of, but simply just turn this entire nation to a lawless nation of nothing but chaos and despair, under the pretense of if a peaceful world comes from this. But it's not even really the focus when you think about it. Just like, let's just anarchy in the UK. It's like anarchy in Japan. That's literally what's going on here. So you got people who support it and others who are just looking at them. But now, what's really important is that we're back at the JCC. Because not only did Natsuo and his people, Natsuo and everyone else basically make it so that the guns themselves wouldn't go off, but now they got to deal with a member of the Order heading to the JCC, looking to kill anyone affiliated with Sakamoto. Now, of course, this is not going to go the way that they think, simply because Natsuo, Seba, I called him Mafuyu, didn't I? Natsuo and... Wait, his name was Seba, and hold on. Oh, good lord. I'm getting these names mixed up. Please forgive me. Hold on. JCC. Natsuki! Not Natsuo, Natsuki! I am so sorry that I butchered his name. Natsuo is from My Hero Academia. That is on me entirely. Please forgive me, everyone. Natsuki... and it's not Natsuo or Keiji, it's Kaji. I'm getting all these names wrong. I haven't seen them in forever, so I forgot their names. Please forgive me. I haven't seen their names in forever. But Kaji, Amane, Toromaru, Natsuki, all of them are there now. And now they got to deal with a future prospect of the Order that Oki's trying to recruit. Because the thing is, Sheena doesn't immediately recognize that the people that they need to kill are directly in front of them. But it should be an interesting fight. Now, here's the thing. We know the sister likes to use guns, specifically machine guns. We have no idea what the brother can do. Because the brother is the one trying to excuse all of his sister's outbursts. That's what he's trying to do. But we have no idea what he's actually capable of. And I think that's a major concern. Because his sister is a loose cannon. She goes off the cuff. She literally opened fired on the masked wrestler guy and was confused when he was just straight up bulletproof and he was fine without a moment's hesitation. But here's the thing. She does that, and we kind of get a feel of the type of individual that she is. She's just basically a loose cannon, flies off the cuff, will do anything at the drop of a hat. Oh, they're not here, or who cares who they are? The more bodies the better, so let's just kill a couple of people. We'll probably come across them, but it's fine to kill a couple of people on the way. But the brother is the one who hasn't done anything even remotely assassin-like. He's merely just tagging along with his sister, just speaking. That's all he's doing, and trying to calm down situations that his sister causes. So that makes me even more concerned about him. Because we already know the sister's MO. She likes using big guns. But we don't know nothing about the brother, and I think out of the two of them, that concerns me the most. But it doesn't look like we're going on break for the next chapter of Sakamoto Days, so we're just going to have to see how things go forward for this particular stint of chapters that is probably going to be focused on the JCC, as we have Natsuki and the others dealing with the Saionji twins. Yeah, I butchered their names too. Out of the three, I can remember Amane's the best, since I remember he's the kid of Yotsumura. Yeah, but everyone else's names I kind of butchered, frankly. I forgot half of Toromaru's name. I mispronounced, I said the wrong name from Natsuki. Mafuyu is fine. That's pretty much the only person that I actually remembered. Been wanting to see Seba and Toromaru fighting again. Oh yeah, that dude loves his ski shoes with the knives in the back. But yeah, we're gonna have to see where this next chapter goes as we return back to the JCC, and a future member of the Order is there as well. The Saionji twins. We'll have to see what ridiculous things will we see, and also what can the brother do. But we'll have to learn later. But I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. Normally, these really don't go much longer than, like 20 minutes or so, because I can get through them relatively quickly and I say everything that I need to say. But One Piece tends to be a lot longer than these. But overall, I'm glad that we had a chapter. I'm glad that we had a chapter where Kumanomi and the masked wrestler dude are officially down for the count, and we ain't got to worry about him for a while. I'm glad that they didn't drag it out any further with Kumanomi and the masked wrestler dude still being conscious. So I'm happy for that. But that's all I got for my reaction today. Got to move on to the One Piece episode, and then once I get it up, get that whole episode up, I'm resting because I am tired. I am actually really, really tired. I'm sleepy right now. But episode first, and then I'll get it out to you guys. But thank you everyone for tuning in. It is an honor and a privilege to bring you Sakamoto Days the way I have, and I really do hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Even look at my Patreon, because I am always looking forward. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And look at my Patreon, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. And because I know you're coming back anyway. Have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!